In this lesson, we'll go ahead and refine the ears of our model. So we're coming full circle here. We've done the eyes, we've done the nose, done the mouth, and then, in between these lessons and while we were on them, you saw me adjusting a few other tidbits here and there, the chest, the neck, all that stuff. So we're always adding a little bit to it. We're trying to cover as much ground as possible in these lessons, and then, once you get the gist of it, I just go ahead and, skip a little bit ahead and we get going. So you're not missing on much. The project files are not really changing that much from when I stopped recording. So we're looking good, and right now we have to focus on the ears. Now the ears are consistent of about 4 or 5 pieces. You have your helix, your antihelix, your tragus, your antitragus, your lobe, and then your concha. You have your navicular fossa as well, but you can just kind of chalk that up to the antihelix. So it's a little Y inside the ear, and that little bit there inside the ear hole, you see me smoothing and pulling out. That's the concha right there that I'm working on, and I'm smoothing it out. There we go. We're working on the helix now, just getting it looking good. Might do a little bit of inflating on it actually. There we go. And I think I'm going to cut it in here with the Damian standard just to get it to separate itself more. Navicular fossa, digging that in now, pulling the antihelix back. And overall, just kind of looking at my reference there. It's a little bit cropped, but I'm going to show you I can see the ear from my screen here. And yeah, just working on it. So using the draw size here, adjusting it, just getting that shape to look nice. And I might have to zoom in here and just really minutely finesse this into place. So I'm going to smooth out the concha again, cut this in here so my antihelix isn't really working that well. Let's go ahead and try to cut it in there. Polygons aren't really helping me right now, so doing my best here, but it isn't going to be perfect. So smoothing it out, and while I'm doing this, I did want to mention before we start in the future lessons, if you're having trouble seeing the face that you're looking for, first add your hair. We're going to be doing that in the next lesson, but if you still can't see it after the hair, take a break from it, either a couple of hours or a day. Just rest your eyes and come back to it. You'd be surprised at how many things you spot once your eyes are rested and you look at your reference again. So there's my tip. If you're following along, if you're sculpting your head here, this is going to be, close to an hour or two of your work, following along, all that stuff. Make sure to take a break and maybe come back to this tomorrow, and you'll be able to get it looking a lot better, I think. Your eyes will definitely pick some things up. So there's the antitragus that I was pulling out there. I'm going to inflate the lobe here as well. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with what this is looking like. Make sure to cut in the behind of the ear here. Very important to sort of make it look here like there is a separation of the skin. So I'm going to take some of that volume out with the clay brush as well, and then pull that back out as well. So as you can see, almost look like a suction cup there. You can always think about it as one of those pieces on the octopus legs, and it's a really easy way of doing the back of the ears. Is just remembering the octopus and what it uses to stick to things. So again, remember the neck here. Remember that the piece for the sternomastoid goes into the manubrium, the middle there, and then you connect the other piece to the clavicle. So just make sure that it is actually going to the middle and not both going into the clavicle. That would be a mistake. And yeah, that's probably going to wrap it up here for our ears. As you can see, I think we're definitely starting to get there. That face is looking nice and structured. The neck is looking nice. I think we're getting somewhere, guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and stop here. I'm just going to refine it a little bit more here while we talk, and in the next lesson, let's give this guy some basic hair to sort of get closer to our end goal. I'll see you guys there.